My name is Ganesh. I am working as a PhD social in PSWRS Uppalwai, Kamaradi district. I hope everyone is fine at home as COVID-19 is spreading very widely. So stay at home and be safe. So as part of the video lessons, we have been discussing 7th class local studies. Second lesson, the rain and rivers. So in the previous videos we have discussed regarding some of the topics like evaporation, precipitation, water cycle, formation of the clouds, rain, monsoon, rainfall in Telangana, rain gauge, and various and how the rivers flows. These are all the concepts we have understand. And today's video lesson we are going to discuss regarding facing challenges in cyclones and floods. These are the concepts today we are going to know. So let us start our class. So here recently facing challenges in cyclones. We need to know that what is cyclone here. So recently in the news that Amphan cyclone which hit the coast of Odisha and West Bengal, nearly it is created large scale damage to these states, especially Bengal in most. Nearly 90 people died. Nearly 90 people died, and the roadways, the electricity, the infrastructure, and large number of damage has happened. See here that these are some of the images of Amphan Tufan or Amphan cyclone, how it created a great havoc. See, these are the complete images of Amphan cyclone. So here we need to understand first what do you mean by cyclone. So in the previous class we have understand what do you mean by cyclone. So let me revise once again what do you mean by cyclone. So here we have understand the basic concept that what do you mean by wind, right? Wind is nothing but movement of the air from one place to other place is called wind, right? So why wind moves from one place to other place? Because temperatural variation. Temperature. So we have also understand the wind blows from cooler region to hotter region. So where the region, the place very cool, it is called high pressure. Where the environment or the region is very hot, this is called low pressure. So throughout the year, so wind blows from high pressure to low pressure. So what is happens? So especially on the oceans, here we have Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. So just in the Bay of Bengal, the low pressure will be created. What is created? Low pressure created. It means that the temperature increases here. The wind blows from different direction to this place. When all the winds comes together, it brings with a moisture, means water vapor. When all these joins, then it started swirling and hit the coast. So before cyclone occurs, you could find the wind blows very fast. So that is the reason why you could see there is a large scale of damage has taken place. So these are the cyclones take place especially in the months of from June to December. June to December mostly take because the temperature increases in these periods, right? So it creates a large scale of damages, and most of nearly in the worldwide the 10% of the these coastal regions, so we have West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. These are the states suffers more from these cyclones, right? So here, how we can and what are the different cyclones are taken place in the year 1977 in the eastern coast. A cyclone was hit and nearly 9,941 people died in the cyclone. It is affected more and nearly hundreds of the villages are washed away because when the wind blows very fast, what happens, the waves also rises very high. So here it is a most devastating and create a large scale damage to the environment and to the people, to the cattle and the properties of that particular area and the infrastructure of the states. So this is one of the great damage. So here, what we have to understand here is that, so can we stop the formation of the cyclones? We cannot, because the formation of the clouds is formation of the cyclones is very natural, so we cannot stop. But we have to be prepare ourselves to face these challenges, especially in 2004. After 2004 tsunami, there is a disaster management department has been started, NDRF, National Disaster Relief Force. So these are the force was coming immediately. So here the technology also increases. Now we can identify the cyclone where it is forming and in which direction it is moving. So we can easily understand that, so that it is in which course it is going to hit, so that we can evacuate people from there. We can provide some facilities. We can create awareness among the people. So, here now preparedness has increased, because if we prepare well, we can control the damage. We can save the more lives and we can save the properties. So preparedness is becomes much more important to us. Okay. So but mostly what happens, whenever a disaster, it might be cyclone, it might be floods, mostly it affects the poor people more than the rich people. Let me tell you example. In the coastal regions, nearby the sea, only fisher flows. The people who catch fishes, that community and the very poor people lives in these regions. When there is a flood or when there is a tsunami or any cyclone, first it hit them. Later, the rich people who have wealth, they can construct their own homes with a concrete and very strong, so that it is very difficult to affect their homes. And moreover, when cyclones and floods hits, especially the groundwater becomes completely polluted, and the water, we can see everywhere water, but it is not able to drink. It means completely it is contaminated water. The rich people can store the water and store the food grains and store the material, whereas poor people cannot, because their homes itself will be destroyed and they affect more. So that is the reason why the poor people affects more here in these regions. Right. Apart from this, when they could not eat proper food, then they could not drink proper pure water, then it lead to diseases like cholera and other diseases like jaundice, and this is different type of diseases spreads. So it will be affected more to these people. Again, it will be affected more to these people, and it creates a great havoc. So large number of the people, and they have to suffer because due to floods or cyclones, the railways or roadways will be cut down, so that the transportation of the food, transportation of the potable water becomes very difficult, so that they have to survive whatever they have with them. So this is the reason why whenever a cyclone or floods hit, especially the poor people suffers more. So apart from all these things, people losing of life, and especially, for example, fishing community. In a fishing community, a fisherman needs boat and its tools, and these also will be destroyed. So, if a person, when he do some activities, if he lost his own tools, it is again become difficult. It means the tools will be destroyed. So, if they have to go for the work, they need to buy a new tools. And especially the cyclones and floods not only damages to the crops, but it is also damage to the soil also, means lands. Okay, completely it will take time. It will take time to recover. So in this scenario, the government has to help the poor people. They have to provide free ration and pure drinking water, and whoever lost their livelihood, the government is a government's responsibility to provide livelihood to all the people, especially the poor people who suffered more. So in this way, we can do it. And the people who lost their net, cattle, or whatever they have lost, the government has to provide them so that they can again start doing the work. In this way, we can prepare. We can prepare ourselves. So today's lesson mostly we have discussed regarding, started with Amphan cyclone, and how we started preparing that. Now technology also been increased, so now we can prepare ourselves. We have NDRF department, means whenever there is a disaster occurs, immediately the force will go there to save the people and lives, and they will be evacuated from that places. So preparedness has been reduced the damages. Like unlike in 1977, this number of the people did not die later time. It means that the cyclone might be hit more dangerous than this cyclone, but the lives have been saved more because of preparedness. Okay. I hope you have understand the facing challenges in cyclones and floods. Thank you.